So just 3 weeks in and the NFL season is off to a rocky start. And that's not just because the Jets are a bunch of bums. President Trump set off a firestorm during a rally in North Alabama this past weekend when he advised his supporters to leave an NFL game if they see even one player taking a knee during the national anthem. He even suggested that NFL owners fire. You know what? I'll just let the president say it.
Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
As you saw during the game, some 200 plus players took a knee in defiance of the president's statements. Now, as I said before, you cannot beat the beast that is football. However, the beast can take quite a hit and get injured pretty well in the process. NFL fans feel slighted by players who took a knee during the national anthem. Reports are now coming out that fans have decided to walk away from the game altogether. The hardcore fans even. And they're not defending Trump. They're defending the flag and the anthem. The very thing these players claim to be kneeling over, or so they'd say. I believe this will put NFL owners in quite the quagmire. One, do they support the NFL players and their freedom of speech and their right to kneel during the anthem? Or do they side with their bottom line when their franchise starts hemorrhaging cash? The Bleacher Report many months ago reported that the NFL teams and coaches did not want to sign controversial quarterback Colin Kaepernick, the guy who pretty much started it all. One of the reasons stated in the report was that they didn't want their fans to, quote, react negatively to the hire or have Donald Trump tweet about it, end quote. The league does not make money based on whether or not a player takes a knee or stands during the national anthem. They are, however, at the mercy of its fans. The fans give the money that these teams use to pay the hefty salaries of these players. So, something has to give. The Daily Caller reported that the combined salaries of the players who took a knee was a whopping $448 million. And these are the guys who are taking a knee over oppression? A month ago, I said NFL players are going to find it quite alarming when contract negotiations came along and the team could no longer give them a bloated contract because of the revenue it lost for taking the wrong side of this issue. Many in this debate have just plumb forgotten about economics rule number 1. Never insult your fan base. In other words, the consumer. The NFL has the most patriotic fans of any sport, bar none. Patriotism is the large tenet of why they support the game. It's American. It's not about escapism. It's not about the violence. And pretty much not anymore because they've pretty much removed that from the game, but that's for another time. It's sportsmanship. That is purely American. And once you disrespect the flag or the anthem of Americanism, you've lost your base. Make the connection? The players believe that they are protesting to show their frustrations with Donald Trump, but they have no idea that they are only insulting the flag in the process, therefore insulting its fans, who are American. NFL players will not give back their salaries to save a sinking ship. The NFL will have to steer this to the right place so they can get that money. And let's not forget here the NFL's hypocrisy. Remember when William Gay wore purple socks to bring attention to domestic violence because his own mother was killed due to domestic violence? The NFL fined him for it. When 5 police officers were killed in Dallas by a lone gunman during a Black Lives Matter protest, the Dallas Cowboys asked the NFL if they could wear a decal on their helmet to commemorate the fallen officers. The NFL refused. Listen, this is a consumer-based business, and the consumer dictates the rules. Like it or not, they will only pay for what they want, not for what you're willing to give them. So in the end, when it's all said and done, Donald Trump will win this argument too. I'm Reese on the radio.